Let's see if Ryder's ready to go. Ryder, are you ready to go on a trip today? Are you ready to hit the road in the coach, buddy? Yeah. Are you ready to go on a trip today, big boy? I think so. I think you like riding in the coach, right? What, you can't look at me? Come on, man. You're excited about this trip. Come on here, buddy. You're excited about this trip. Yeah. Well, good morning, everybody. This is day 3 of our trip that we are taking off for Bloomington Normal. It's going to be our first time staying at a Love's truck stop, so we are getting ready to pack up the Jeep, hook it up to the back of the coach, and getting ready to jet off. So it's going to be a great trip. We're going to take you all along with us. Thanks for joining us and tuning in with us today. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, we would love for you and be honored if you would subscribe and follow along with us. And of course, as always, leave us a big thumbs up as we get ready to head to Normal. Does anybody know what Normal is? Is there a Normal? Might be a little loud, you might not be able to hear me, but I just want to come here and check and make sure everything is secure with our blue locks set up here. Make sure our chains are on, everything's tacked nice, looking good. We got our bike rack here, it seems to be running really good. We put a cargo net on it, and this here keeps tension so the bike rack doesn't bounce so much. So I've been checking it at all of our stops. Everything looks good. All right, everything's looking good so far. So we're gonna continue our trip and keep it moving here. Sorry for the noise, it's a little bit loud. We're gonna get right back at a rest area to rest. And as you guys know, if you're an RVer, you know what can happen when you open up the refrigerator. And this is what happened here.
I know. Well, most of them are in there. I've had to pick them up, but yeah, bad idea. I didn't secure the eggs, and now they are all
Humpty Dumpty had a great,
right.
I don't know.
Aww.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, look in the refrigerator. Oh
man, the yolk's on you.
yeah. It's all down in here, so we're gonna have to get
oh my
that
goodness.
Anyway,
see, RV life, this is why you love RV life,
right?
Yeah, I was just thinking, this whole thing just cracks me up. But I tell you what, you know, it's the goods and the bads, because the nice thing is, you know, we're stopped at a rest area, we're self-contained, you know, so now you can just crawl back, grab the mop, some extra paper towels, you know,
Yeah.
and then if we want, we can make scrambled eggs with strawberries. I mean,
You can
you know?
pick the strawberries up, babe.
But, you know, this stuff happens, right? It's all you can do is laugh. See, and you say,
Yes, live and learn, because you know, well, you say you learn from your mistakes, but you just When you're in a hurry, sometimes you forget little details.
Yeah, because literally, you know, Kris was just going to make me coffee, and she said, this will take 5 minutes. But, you know, in RV life, 5 minutes can turn into 15.
Or 30.
But what do? You can't get mad. Hey, you just say, you know what? We're on vacation. and we're in no hurry. You know, our next stop is Love's truck stop. But I believe we're still here in northern Kentucky, working our way to Indianapolis. So we just want to stop for a quick pit stop and clean up on aisle 12. All right, so the mess is cleaned up, and now we've moved on to the more important things, like making coffee with our Breville to continue to give us the caffeine fuel that we need to make this trek.
How many more hours do we have? Like 6 more hours?
We're not going to talk about that. We're going to enjoy every hour, every mile. Now at some point, we got to talk about these cups. These are our new favorites. They are ceramic coated on the inside, but they're stainless steel, insulated. So we'll have to talk to you guys about these cups. So, you know, when you're driving down the road, if you got to flip tops or slide back lids and all that kind of stuff, it can get to be a pain in the butt, especially when you're the driver like I am. But these, you just push down and you can drink all the way around the cup, and it's a beautiful thing. And then you just push back down, seals back up, spill proof. They promise you'll never get a drop on your clothes. Okay, maybe not that.
So Michael is getting a...
Oh, let's see what you're doing here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna show everybody.
These are our syrups. They're all kind of snuggled in there.
This is our barista corner.
Yeah.
Right here.
So I'm having a dark chocolate pistachio.
Oh, dark chocolate pistachio. Look.
So, and Michael had...
Chocolatey goodness.
Yes, Michael had white chocolate with white chocolate syrup. So
that's one of my go-tos. Yes. And Kris is steaming the milk.
See, Michael's a whole milk, if you care. Michael likes his whole milk, and I'm an oat milk girl.
I like it straight from the cow. She gets it from weeds. I don't get it.
All right, one down.
All right, one down and one more to go. See, this is another beautiful thing, you know, like when you're in a coach, you just put it in park, walk back, fire up the Breville, make fresh coffee, spill eggs, who cares?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Well, and so far, we actually have something that we put our Breville on, which is great because it rolls back and forth when we're parked. But I take it off when we travel, and I slide it all the way back and then put this rubberized mesh under it, and it seems to keep it in place, and God forbid anything happen, we not want to have a flying Breville. But it doesn't move when we travel. It stays really secure. It doesn't move.
Yes.
So, I don't know. I'm curious if anybody else out there has a Breville. You know, do they do the same thing? Do they put it on the floor? So
we could open up a little stand while we're here at the rest area and try to make some side cash.
We could bless all the
truck drivers. That's right. All right, so we made it to normal. And for the most part, it's pretty normal.
Normal Illinois, that is.
But you know what else? What's funny is it's not as humid as it was in London.
It's so much better.
It is so much better. And it was a great trip, actually, I think, over here. Besides our little snafus that we had with the refrigerator.
Had 2 refrigerator accidents, only one we caught with the camera, but yeah, I lost my favorite salsa. That's one thing that, you know, being, you know, that we were primarily planted in one spot, we don't move around a lot with the refrigerator, so there were definitely some things that could have been placed differently in the refrigerator, and we'll do that the next time.
Let's just be honest, we got it packed, guys.
We do have it
packed
packed.
full of
Yeah.
Oh man, so yeah, it's like grenades coming out of the refrigerator sometimes when Kris goes to open up the door.
So anyway, I've been, well, my second one was this huge thing of salsa, and I literally had, I wish you would have got some of that on video. I was literally using the squeegee from our shower and the broom dustpan
and it worked.
It worked.
Hey.
But yeah.
What do they say? Necessity's the mother of invention.
Right. So between picking up all that stuff and broken glass, yeah, it's.
But we made it here.
Yeah, we made it here.
And the only little snafu that we had was I was really hoping for a pull-through site that would fit our rig and the Jeep, and wah. We did not get it, so a little bit of a bummer there, because we're hoping to get up, just pop up in the morning, you know, bring in the water, electric lines, and then hit the road. But I still had to unhook the Jeep so that we could get into our site. So that's okay. I mean, it just is what it is. I look at it as just I get to practice hooking and unhooking the Jeep in the back, which now I'm getting quite good at. So
yeah, well, and you know, one of the decisions we made, because if you didn't know, if we didn't say it already, we are at a Love's truck stop, RV stop, right? And so we were kind of contemplating, do we get gas when we get there, or do we get gas in the morning before we leave? And we decided, let's just do it, you know, when we get here, so that's one less thing we have to think about. And I told Michael, at least on the positive side is that it takes much less time to hook up the Jeep than it does to get gas, so yes, it could be worse.
That's really true. And we were looking to see if there was a lot of rigs.
Yeah.
If there wasn't a lot of rigs there, then we're like, we're going. And there wasn't a lot of rigs, so perfect time. Because you guys know, all of you who fill up at Love's or any truck stop, if there's a bunch of rigs, oh my gosh. And then there seems to be this little silent battle sometimes, you know, with truck drivers versus the RVers. Like, this is our turf. We don't like you RVers back here.
We've run into some really nice truckers though too. They have complimented us on our rig.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, the thing's almost as big as we are.
and obviously we couldn't do life without them. So we appreciate them.
All you truck drivers.
All of them.
Awesome, awesome. Okay.
Yes.
So let's review this, our first RV stop at a Love's campground. I mean, so I would say it's rocky. There's pea gravel all over the place.
Yeah, if you're wearing flip-flops, beware. But
they have cement pads.
Yes.
So you can pull onto a very, you know, level surface, which is nice. All the amenities, the water, the sewer drop, 50 amp, 30 amp, 120, all that good stuff is there for you. Just know if you have a 45-foot motor coach like us and you're pulling your toad, you're probably going to have to disconnect. That's probably the only downside. If you have a shorter one, you know, if you're a 38-footer, you know, somewhere in there, you can probably stay connected just fine. But anyway.
And hey, and where we happen to be, you know, the site that we are in, fortunately, is next to a number of parking spots. So had we been on the other end of this, I guess, part of the campground, we would have had to walk a lot further to our Jeep. So
yeah.
Staying on the positive side.
Staying on the positive side. So, okay, so let's talk about one of the most important things to Kris in this whole RV park, and that is the dog park.
Oh, yeah.
What do you rate the dog park? 1 to 10?
It's probably a 5, just because it's so small. But, you know, Ryder actually wasn't as playful as I thought he'd be, so he just went and kind of sniffed the other dog that was in there and was grateful to have another dog to hang out with, but it wasn't like he was running around doing the zoomies. But I just gotta say, you know, when there is a fenced-in place for your dog, it is so nice, and Ryder does love other dogs, so, you know, when he's been cooped up in the camper all day long, I love the ability to take him somewhere where he can be off leash and just have his freedom to run around. So, but this Love's Truck Stop has 2 dog parks, one that's in the campground, which is great, so it's just for those people in the campground, and then it's got another one out by the gas station, and they actually have a dog wash here on site, which is kind of a neat feature.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And that's over there, like you said, over there too, across the street. You can walk, or since you have to unhook your Jeep, you can jump in it and drive over there. They have pickleball courts. Two. Okay, two. Okay, I noticed one for sure. So 2 pickleball courts. So if you want to get here after driving for 20 hours and go for it on the court.
Yeah, I saw a few people out there playing today, so it's definitely being used.
Definitely being used. They have a bathroom area over there with a couple showers. So they actually do have showers, and there's a combination code that you have to get for that. There's an ice machine, so if you need ice, you can go over there and grab ice. It's bigger here than what we thought it was going to be. So I mean, there's quite a few spots here, so it's really nice. It seems like there's some people who are maybe work camping, you know, somewhere in around the, you know, Bloomington Normal area. Somewhere.
There's a lot of DOT trucks here, so yes. My guess is they're doing some road construction.
So they have their RV here. Hey, that's a great way to go
out.
So other than that, it's probably a lot of people just like us who are here for maybe a night, maybe or 2 or whatever, and onward and upward. But I would say overall, it's very nice.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. I mean, it's right along the freeway, as you know, most truck stops are, so you do have the freeway noise. So if you are a light sleeper, you know, that might be the downside, but just the easy on and off the freeway access, and then the fact that the camp, it looks fairly new and it's very clean.
Yeah, and I was gonna say too, if you're a NASCAR fan, ain't nothing for you. You'll be like,
here, I bring it on.
But no, it is really in a great place, even for us, because as you guys know, we are working our way on our mission to Minnesota, and this was great position for us because we got to jump on this. This is in Normal, Illinois, and highway, what is it, 74 and 39 is really close, and we need highway 39. So we literally are going to get on this, and then we're going to literally be getting off on highway 39 and jetting north through Illinois. So it was a great location and a great place, just, you know, and we timed it out, by the way. So our drives so far have been like 6 to 7 hour drives with road construction without figuring that in, or rainstorms.
We had thankfully today we only went through one short rainstorm, and it was torrential.
Oh my gosh, and it got so dark.
Yeah, it was super dark, but thankfully it didn't last very long, and everybody that was on the road was driving very cautious, which was nice, because sometimes people, you know, they don't
it's
care.
True. I mean, everybody really slowed down to about 50 miles an hour or so. So yeah, that was the only rainstorm, that we drove in all day. Traffic wasn't, you know, too terrible. Indianapolis, we had to go through that. That was about the busiest.
Some of the roads were definitely
we call them train track roads.
Yeah. Oh, you know, and we the one thing that happened a lot this trip was our pantry kept flying open, and we have a lock on the pantry, but clearly the bracket needs to be replaced because it is not working, and I don't know how many times I had to get up, and then I don't know if you have a pantry like ours, when the drawers fly out, then things fall back behind it, so I'm back trying to collect things behind the drawers, and anyway, it was definitely you know,
so funny, and you guys who are RVers, you know this. Okay, so if you're in a fifth wheel rig, travel trailer, you don't know the refrigerator door, right? Because you're in a truck, but in a Class A now, like, you hear it, so your whole heart just sinks, and your breath just stops, because you're like, what is spilled all over the floor as all those drawers come flying open.
Well, and so Yeah, the first leg of our trip from Greensboro to Kentucky, our refrigerator lock wasn't working, and so yeah, the freezer's flying open, the doors are flying open. I had to bungee cord it shut, but then thankfully last night we figured out how we had the bracket in wrong, and so anyway, problem solved today. So
I mean, if we would have had duct tape, we could have used duct tape. You know, you can use duct tape for.
I had like a kitchen towel and a chip clip around the doors, but it's like you improvise. And we're talking about actually getting a tension rod to put between our bathroom door and the pantry door until we can figure out how to fix that bracket.
Yeah, and let's talk about this real quick, because as you guys know, we're new to the Class A world. This is actually our first long trip in the parsonage, which is sitting behind us there. It's our 2020 Newmar Mountain Air motor coach. And so we learned the hard way, maybe, that you can actually run the generator while you're going down the highway and turn on the AC so you don't sweat like a pig the whole drive.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was a much more comfortable drive today than it was yesterday.
Oh my gosh. You know, we had the one that's in the dash. All of them have one in the dash. Yeah. And we had that sucker cranking, and we're like, getting a little hot in here. We were so sticky by the time we got to Day Brothers at London, Kentucky, that we're like, life's got to be.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, we had to shower before we went to bed. It was that bad.
So we talked to George, who's been doing a great job for us at Day Brothers RV, and he's the service manager there. And we're like, hey George, man, can we actually run the generator, because we're cooking that thing? He goes,
run the generator
while you're driving.
While we're driving.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, absolutely. He said, you should have been doing that already. And we're like,
thank goodness.
Thank you. You got it. So today, it was a different ride. You know, we weren't as ornery and hot and sticky.
And he likes it like a refrigerator, so I was about to go get a blanket, but.
So we had it on 55. There were snowflakes. No,
but Ryder, you could tell, like today Ryder was much more comfortable. Like he was just panting the whole day yesterday, but then again, that was like his first long trip in the RV, so it was nice to see him kind of settling in and getting comfortable.
Yeah, so it was a good day. Today was really a good travel day, and it was way better than, you know, London, Kentucky. When we, you know, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch our last video. We got in there at what, 1:40 in the morning. By the time we got to bed, it was almost 3 in the morning, and then we had to get up at 7 o'clock the next morning for them to do the work. So I mean, like, we didn't know where we were, what state we were in. A state of confusion. Gosh. That's what we were.
Oh, that's the one thing, you know, when there's no real rest between, because we're going from stop to stop to stop until we get to our final destination. We're not doing any sightseeing, and it's literally a lot of travel, set up, you know, tear down and go. And so yeah, I am worn out. I can hardly wait to get to Minnesota tomorrow.
Yes.
It's gonna be a long trip, though.
Yeah, I think it's our longest one. Tomorrow, I think it's 8 hours. And I think that's just, if we get there straight, that's not stopping at rest areas. And so, but we already fueled up, like we said earlier. We got the DEF tank full, so we're good. We'll put some fresh. Can I tell you this? I you know, at Day Brothers, they asked us, you know, do you miss Big Blue? That was our Riverstone fifth wheel. And the answer is, we really don't. We don't. We had great memories with our fifth wheel, but I love being a Class A-er. Is that what you'd say? I'm a Class A-er. I know the motor coach, I love the air brakes. You know, when you have those holy crap moments, you know, and you guys wish we had one of those today. I mean, just having the fifth wheel always felt like, you know, would surge, and you're always holding your breath, you know, and people did that. But with this thing, it ain't a thing. And on top of that, to excuse me, stop at a rest area, and Kris is making us coffee, and we can use our own bathroom. And
yeah, just getting in and out of the refrigerator, it's like so much nicer. I mean, it's not like you could do that in the fifth wheel, but you'd have to, you know, park, you'd have to get out,
find a place, if not a room. Yeah.
Pretty much open a slide in order to do that. So it was definitely not as convenient as being in the Class A.
So we are, loving the Class A life so far. So tomorrow, yes, it'll be the next leg and final leg in our journey. We're going to arrive at a campground that we've never been to before, which we're looking forward to checking it out. We're going to do a campground review. It's called Camp Dells, We didn't know it existed before we went up there, so it's going to be new to us as well. But they have a huge water park. It's by 2 lakes. It's in a quiet little town that we heard is kind of cool, called Waterville, Minnesota. So stay tuned, and man, for the next adventure, and it's going to be good. It's going to be awesome. So thank you for tuning in and watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, we would love for you and be honored for you to subscribe to our channel and leave us a thumbs up and hit that notification bell. And every time we post a video, it's going to say, check out MK. And with that, we say, God bless
and safe travels.